Back in 2019, Seiko released one of their most exciting watches in years, out of their Seiko 5 sports line. I'm talking specifically about the SRPE51, which a lot of people have nicknamed the Dress KX. I know I'm very late to the party with this one, but having owned this watch for some time now, and developing a newfound appreciation for it, I believe it's finally time to share my review. First though, why the Dress KX? Why is this watch called that? Well, for one, the dial layout is very similar to that found on the very popular SKX diver's watch. But unlike the SKX, this watch loses the dive bezel, giving it a more dressy look, hence the Dress KX name. I'm surprised that Seiko released this watch with a Seiko 5 badge. In terms of quality, it really looks and feels just as good as some of the other Seiko Prospect line watches. I'm speculating here, but Seiko's decision could be attributed to the watch looking very much like the SKX, and everything that is in some way, shape or form a reincarnation of the SKX has to be issued under the Seiko 5 lineup. Or maybe because of the reduced depth rating of 100 meters, and that's why it doesn't qualify to be a Prospects watch. Let me know in the comments why you think this watch is under the Seiko 5 collection, and whether you think it's worthy of being in the Prospects or Presage collections. Anyway, let's get into the size of the watch, and then we'll talk some more about the other features. The case is just under 40 millimeters, but wears more like a 38 thanks to that Seiko cushion case and the 44 millimeter lug-to-lug. Thickness is at a very good 11.9 millimeters. The beefy push-pull unsigned crown is at the 4 o'clock, protected by full crown guards. The finishing on the case is good enough, and the mix of polished and brushed surfaces really elevates this piece. However, I would have really liked to see a sapphire crystal on this watch instead of the hardlex crystal Seiko place on many of their watches. The dial itself is very dive-inspired, and really reminds me of its dive watch siblings. The markers and hands, with the polished outlines, make the timepiece look just a little bit more fancy. The grey sunburst dial is very attractive, and makes the watch look more expensive than it really is. I think if I can pinpoint one reason why I got this watch, is because of that silver dial. It is absolutely gorgeous and without flaw. It's clear that Seiko knows how to make beautiful looking dials. And that's one reason why we all love Seiko watches. The Seiko 5 Sports logo tends to be very polarizing, but in this situation, I personally don't mind it. It's sitting nicely under the Seiko logo without being intrusive or making the dial look busy. I also don't mind the lack of depth rating text on the dial. Makes the watch lean more towards the dressy side and less towards the sporty side. A simple automatic here is clean and classy. The watch is powered by the ever so reliable 4R36 that can be seen through the open case back. The 4R36 comes with 24 joules and beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and has a power reserve of 40 hours. On a time grapher, accuracy for this watch is at plus 19 seconds per day. Not too shabby for a watch that's been in the circulation for the past 4 years. The bracelet is just a standard Seiko bracelet. Plain, cheap, and not exciting. 20mm at the lugs and tapers all the way to 18mm. This watch is exceptionally versatile. You could dress it up or dress it down. You could wear it with a suit or with some board shorts. It adapts effortlessly. And by changing the strap on the watch, you can completely alter how the watch looks. For a detailed look at the strap options for the SRPE51 and similar models, check out my other video linked in the description below. So who is this watch for? I think this watch is either for someone who just wants a go anywhere, do anything affordable and great looking watch, or for someone just getting into mechanical watches and is looking for a simple and elegant looking timepiece that doesn't cost much. The SRPE51 is never my first choice when I come to pick a watch from my collection. But whenever I do, I often find myself wondering if I need another watch. It's elegant, sports-driven, wearable, and comfortable. It doesn't cost much and doesn't draw much attention to itself. I want to say it's perfect. Now that would be some statement, wouldn't it? That's it for today, guys. Please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I wish you the best in your watch journey, and I'll see you in the next one.